A female student steps up, all casual, like she's just handing in homework. Then boom, she lunges at Koro-sensei with a knife, followed by a swift kick. But guess what? She can't lay a finger on him. Instead, sensei spins her around until she's so dizzy she blacks out. Then, another student figures it's their turn to take a shot at sensei. No luck. Nothing sticks. Next thing you know, the school festival rolls in, the perfect backdrop for taking down sensei. Sensei's dressed like some goofy mascot, handing out flyers with Nagisa. Little do they know a sniper's got them lined up. But the second the shot cracks, sensei's gone. Just vanishes into thin air. And don't forget the English teacher, all suited up for her own assassination bid. But here's the twist: sensei morphs into this giant peach right on stage, stealing the drama show. Meanwhile, 2 more students dive in for their shot at sensei. And that sniper? He's back at it, sighting in. But when he peers through the scope, poof! Sensei's not there. Suddenly, sensei's right in front of him, bending his rifle into a club and, get this, stuffing him into a costume. Several female students get snatched by some shady thugs. But just as those creeps are about to act, 2 of Koro-sensei's male students crash the scene, stopping a disaster cold. Even outnumbered, the duo wipes the floor with the attackers. In a last-ditch move, one goon puts a knife to a girl's throat, forcing the heroes back, while his buddy blindsides them and takes them down fast. But right when the villains think they can get on with their sick plan, a strange figure appears. It's Koro-sensei. Multiple tentacles flying, he skirmishes with the lot, wrangling every last wrongdoer and pulling the girls to safety. Another day, a girl's airing out a blanket, asking Koro-sensei for a hand. Out of nowhere, she sprouts 2 tentacles and yanks the blanket hard, trapping Koro-sensei in the hallway. His own tentacles sizzle the moment they hit the fabric. Closing in on the snared teacher, she launches her attack with those 2 new limbs. The girl lashes out with both tentacles, driving Koro-sensei back. A massive hole gets blown through the ceiling, and water, his absolute worst nightmare, crashes down on sensei. From above, she keeps hammering him with tentacle strikes, forcing sensei into a frantic dodge. Just as she's about to land a killing blow, a piercing sound cuts her powers dead. In a blink, sensei's right there in front of her, asking where she got those tentacles. She claims she's Abby's sister, accusing sensei of murdering her sibling. Realizing she can't take Koro-sensei down now, she pulls a temporary retreat. Abby, as it happens, had been the student's previous teacher. But after all this time with Koro-sensei, the class refuses to buy that he's the one who offed Abby. Next day, the girl faces Koro-sensei again, and sensei's got no choice but to keep dodging her barrage. Yet everyone can see if she keeps this up, sensei's life is on the line. In a wild frenzy, she unleashes a storm of strikes, her 2 tentacles punching straight through his body. Right when sensei seems about to be burnt alive, Nagisa suddenly hugs the girl from behind, trying to flip her rage with the power of love. In a flash, her murderous intent dissolves, her tentacles vanishing as she slowly comes to her senses. Koro-sensei then lays out the real story. 2 years back, he went by the Reaper, an assassin with not just killer brawn but a razor-sharp mind. During a hit, he got ambushed, knocked cold, and wrapped in heavy chains before being dumped at a black site lab to be experimented on, all thanks to his rare combo of strength and smarts. Succeed meant turning him into a living weapon. Abby was assigned to watch him. Using every trick from his assassin's playbook, Koro-sensei slowly started taking control of the lab as the experiments progressed. Was Koro-sensei always this way? Nope. Flashback to when he still looked human, before being snatched for those insane experiments. Then bam! The scientists clock that he's about to achieve superhuman intellect and power. What do? They lock the place down like it's the end times. Cut to Koro-sensei and Abby, totally inseparable, becoming the closest of allies. And check this out, through a pane of glass, Koro-sensei stretches out these impossibly fine tentacles, shaping them into a hand just to touch Abby's face. It's pure sci-fi romance. They're falling for each other. Deep. But then, plot twist. The lab geeks realize Koro-sensei's next evolution could unleash world-ending force. Immediate action needed, or so they decide. Abby overhears their doom spiral, bolts to warn Koro-sensei, who's absolutely not having it. With his next leap in evolution, he's like, humanity's done for. And just like that, he smashes through the reinforced glass and pulverizes the door with his tentacles. Talk about a dramatic exit. A researcher slugs Abby, and seeing his beloved get hit, Koro-sensei snaps completely. Unstoppable. Invulnerable. But then, out of nowhere, Abby's there, holding him from behind. Mortally wounded. Beyond even Koro-sensei's incredible ability to heal. Her dying plea? For Koro-sensei to take over her mission, guiding the misfit students of Class 3E, the ones written off by the world but starving for someone who truly sees them. Right then, Abby's sister walks into the lab, sees the carnage, and assumes Koro-sensei's the killer. Digging into the research, she discovers a serum that can graft tentacles onto a person, massive power, massive risk. Burning for vengeance, she injects herself and sets her twisted sights on Class 3E. Now, with the truth finally out, the real nightmare is just getting started. This man starts jabbing himself with the serum, one dose after another, his body warping and twisting until he's transformed into a hulking monster. Under its savage assault, Koro-sensei's head gets mangled, half of it blown away, leaving him unable to fight back before he's hurled out of the classroom. The beast then smashes through the wall, charging Koro-sensei in a frenzy, tentacles stabbing him over and over. Pummeled and pinned to the ground, Koro-sensei is utterly helpless. Yet he drags himself upright again, fueled by one thing, protecting his students. The onslaught keeps coming, battering Koro-sensei's body to a pulp. Then a girl bolts out, planting herself right in front of him, only to get swatted aside by the creature. Cradling the gravely injured girl, Koro-sensei sees Abby's face in hers, and the fury ignites. Slowly, he rises, his tentacles miraculously stitching back together. He turns, his expression darkening into something terrifying, his eyes burning with pure wrath. Koro-sensei's face goes pitch black, his glare seething with rage. In that instant, a brilliant golden light bursts from his chest. With a ferocious roar, he unleashes a point-blank blast, vaporizing the monster. He carries the girl back to the classroom, pouring his final reserves into healing her. As she stirs awake, Koro-sensei crumples to the floor, spent. His students crowd around him, and he tells them that this year has truly made him happy, that they're not the worst class anymore, they're exceptional, and he congratulates them on their graduation. With those last words, his body dissolves into countless points of light, glowing across the entire classroom. This is Koro-sensei's true farewell, but his words are burned into their hearts forever. Not long after, Nagisa takes up the role of teacher for Class 3E, determined to lead his students and live up to Koro-sensei's belief in them. Do you have a teacher like that in your life? And what's the most unforgettable thing a teacher has ever done for you?